No one can hurt us. No one can make us feel angry, and no one could disappoint us. All of these feelings are feelings that we imparted in us, that we told ourselves, this is how we feel based on what somebody has done to us. You're welcome to another chapter to Dangerous Conversations. We talk about what most deal with in silence. I am the host, Tony Yvette, and today's chapter is about the importance of taking ownership. Yes, ownership of self. We think we have amnesia to the memories that hurts us the most, but physically it plays out in every aspect of our lives. Taking ownership gives the ability to identify, address, and correct whatever is needed in preparing to becoming the better versions of ourselves, living more in creation mode, slowly coming out of survival mode. In the first chapter to Dangerous Conversations, I talk about self-acknowledgement. That video link will be posted at the end of this video. I talk about the mind being easily manipulated because of its sponge-like properties. It absorbs everything it takes in. A similar pattern that works the same way is our cell membrane. It receives signals from its surrounding environment. Signals are typed on the surface. Gates and channels carry the signals to other cells that match the outside environment. Another similar pattern that works the same is a computer processor. Yes, a computer chip. It receives information from the inputter. Information is typed onto the chip. Gates and channels create the data we see on the screen. So a membrane is carbon-based, a flexible liquid crystal semiconductor. A computer chip, silicone-based, crystal semiconductor. The mind, the brain, surrounded by fluids. It has energy and electricity sparking through it and around it, giving signals to other parts of the body. Since I changed the way I think, I am now able to look at all three and their functions and realize it's all about what they are receiving, the inputting data from the outside, receiving, downloading, interpreting, and displaying information. What you put in is that which will come out. If we use that same process, we can filter in positivity, filtering out negativity by rewriting, reprogramming, and speaking affirmations into existence. We are powerful beyond our understanding. Dangerous Conversations wants us to understand how powerful we are so we could take that journey into walking into our powerness. As I was discussing this topic with a friend of mine, he asked, why should I take ownership for something that happened to me beyond my control? Taking ownership has nothing to do with accepting responsibility. Taking ownership has to do with being responsible for your reaction to what has happened. We cannot control what has happened, but we can control how we choose to respond to it. Either it can eat us alive or build the strength we need in moving forward. The ancient Kemetic texts have 7 principles in rapid transition and the art of transmuting. One of the principles is the principle of polarity. Polarity states everything is dual. Everything has this pair of opposites. Opposites are 2 extremes of the same thing with varying degrees between them on the pole. So you have your hot, cold, light, dark, good, evil, love, hate. When we change the way we think about the hurt and pain we silently walk around with, we can use that same rapid transition from hurt to heal, sadness to happiness, disappointment to appreciation, failure to success, anxiety to contempt, stagnant to movement. It's really all up to us in transitioning a negative into a positive. Understand that everything is mental. We become crystal semiconductors, rapidly transitioning between the side of the pole opposite of hurt pain, and disappointments. Just imagine if we can reprogram the way we think by sending and receiving messages of love. That is the strength needed to fight and conquer. Recoding our experiences, not as losses, but as lessons in creating and maintaining the balance of duality. Another principle is a principle of rhythm. All things swung to the right is a measure of the swing to the left. Everything has its highs, its lows, action, reaction, advance, retreat, rising, sinking. The ancients understood this principle also lies in the mental state of man, but they discovered means to overcome its effect in themselves. They applied the mental law of neutralization because they understood they could not cause or cease this principle. They just learned how to escape its effects upon themselves by learning how to use it instead of being used by it. They neutralize the rhythmic swing. They maintain the balance. Where we are at today, the masses are swung back and forth from side to side on that pole, but the master of self goes at will. When we take ownership, we go at will. We neutralize that rhythmic swing by balancing out the experience from you and filtering in how to best use it for you. Not staying small by the experience, but growing from it. Not held hostage by the thoughts of it, but set free by addressing it. Instead of hiding from it, let's stand up to it. Because we overstand. We are the product of our environment, our teachings, our learning, and our experiences, but they are not us, just a product of the outcome that happened to us. When we use the standards of the ancients combined with the functions of the membrane and the computer chip and the mind, we can rewrite the script to the chapters in our lives that cause us not to want to turn the page. But not taking ownership turns into suppressed hurt and pain that will eventually explode at the wrong time, in the wrong place, and with the wrong person. Coming face to face with what has happened relieves all that pressure. If you are willing to take ownership, you are acknowledging past traumatic experiences and accepting what happened, but understanding how the experience affects you is more important than what happened to you. Our experiences will always be a part of us. Instead of being used by it, letting it silently and slowly eat us alive, countering balance by downloading positivity, the strength needed in conquering and overcoming, shaping and building character and resilience, filtering out negativity by rewriting the coding with positive affirmation. We do not trust because we told ourselves we cannot. We do not love because we told ourselves to hate. If we tell ourselves we can, we will. If we choose love, hate disappears. Don't let your experiences dim your light. Use it to brighten it. Becoming the master of your fate, the master of self, and the captain of your soul. Because when God shines within you, we see God through you. So let go, be calm, and stay focused. Let's start this journey together. Always remembering there's only one love, one universe, and one consciousness. See you on the other side.